What's good, Internet? My name is Attack Slug. Welcome back to my 2K16 Let's Play MyCareer Ebenezer's Revenge on the PS4, fighting Pentagon Jr. on a Monday morning SmackDown, because that makes sense. Authority doesn't like us anymore, because we failed a bunch of times, but you know, what else is new? And I have the official votes here, the official tally from yesterday. We have 25 votes for Jack Swagger and 21 votes for John Cena. So therefore, Jack Swagger is going to suffer the wrath of the Ebenezer, and hopefully we'll have an entrance I can actually run in on his, we the people. So, running in Jack Swagger stage top, confirm. And then we'll have a match against Pentagon Jr. again on SmackDown here. So yes, it is Monday once again in Saginaw, Michigan, as we attempt to enter into a feud with the all-American Jack Swagger. And that should be, something different at least. So we will introduce Mr. Swagger to the Ebenezer and then get on with our day here on this fine Monday morning. Now, honestly, that move would hurt him more. That would hurt Ebenezer more, landing on his back on solid steel. Much like it never made any sense when CM Punk would do the go to sleep on, like backstage. That didn't make any sense. Like, just because you're standing on concrete doesn't make the move hurt anymore. Like, that is dumb. Much like when Paige does the PTO, her submission hold on a solid table, like, it's not going to hurt any more than it would in the ring. It's stupid. Anyway, chokeslam on the entrance ramp to Jack Swagger. Now, what would totally, do some more damage here on the solid steel is the F5. That's it. He's done. That's a good camera shot, almost. And then we will get a Renee Young interview, as you do. Wanting to know what's the deal. Why would you attack Jack Swagger? That's like attacking El Dandy. Like, no disrespect to him. Sure.
He knows I want that match.
Yeah, I want that Jack Swagger match.
But I am going to be getting in his face until he gives me that
match. Give it to me.
There is no one I want to go up against more than him. The way I see it,
there's nobody else more than Jack Swagger.
Superstars in the WWE. Let's get in there and see who is the best.
I hear he has an excellent amateur background.
There is a lot of tension brewing between you two.
What's going on here? Alright, this is the one where we actually can get into the feud. So you say, I'm fired up for this as the face answer. And that should lock us into the feud. Hopefully. Maybe.
But I don't know if he's ready for the fight I'm going to bring back to him. I'm serious about this. I'm bringing my A-game.
I don't know that Ebenezer has to bring his A-game as the world champion against Jack Swagger. No disrespect as a former world champion, but come on. And now we get into the actual match of the day. Not that the wins or losses really matter too much here, but hey, we'll give it our best as we always do, I guess. And so, as I record this at about 10 o'clock Monday morning, not a whole lot of wrestling news to discuss. Obviously, Raw is tonight, and there are rumors that there will once again be having the show run by Shane, which continues to make just the outcome of WrestleMania make no sense. But, I think I've harped on that quite enough on this very program. That, if you're going to have Shane run Raw anyway, then you could have had him win the match at Mania. Like, what difference would it really have made? Because, there's a stipulation that if Taker loses, it'll be his last Mania. And I'm like, yeah, but if Shane's in charge, he can just say, I'm going to reverse that decision from Vince because I'm in charge of Raw. So, that all just, there are ways out of every storyline thing, out of every wrestling stipulation, at every, Loser leaves town, leaves the company, whatever. There's always a way out. There's always... How many times has Terry Funk retired? He's like 71 now. How many times has he retired? How many times did Ric Flair retire? Yeah, it's not really, like... Wrestling is fluid, and stipulations almost never stick. For anything. So, I'm not convinced that that would have been a viable reason to, you know, make that match happen in that fashion. Anyway, yeah, so they're supposedly going to build up to Shane versus The Authority, and I'll be curious to see how they book that angle, but again, when you're still booking your angle as McMahon on McMahon in 2016, like, I guess that's how it's going to be until the end of time, or, you know, until they're no longer running wrestling, which is probably never going to happen, considering how many kids both Shane and Stephanie had. They both have a bunch of kids. So, unless there is a catastrophic financial issue, they're going to be running wrestling for a long time. So, get used to it, I guess, is my conclusion there. But no, I'm curious to see how they're going to have that split up. I'm curious to see if those rumors of Raw versus WWE is actually going to come to fruition, or, you know, if they're just going to kind of have that under the rug, and, you know, where allegiances may fall, and, you know, kind of like, is that going to be their big angle going into SummerSlam, and that kind of thing. So, that'll be curious to see how they handle that, and the direction that they take it in. Obviously, Raw tonight in Hartford, which is, you know, pretty close to Stamford, which is the headquarters, could be a kicking off point for that angle, since theoretically everybody involved, you know, all of the McMahons involved would all be, you know, in the area, because they're, you know, pretty close to the headquarters. But I guess we'll find out in a couple hours, won't we? Anyway, I'm supposed to be working the limbs here, and it hasn't gone well so far. So what you gotta do here is you gotta grapple, hit R2, and then hit a button. And that's been a problem so far. I'm grappling, and then he's reversing. There we go, alright. Get in some limb targeting here, because that's supposed to increase discipline. Supposed to. Hasn't yet, but it's supposed to. I'm doing everything I can. Like, I don't want to do outside the ring stuff, but, you know, if I want to do a table spot, that kind of requires it, you know, so I turned off blood like 100 episodes ago, so there hasn't been any blood here. It's been a PG show, more or less, and now I gotta watch out to not lose to Pentagon Jr. here, as he fights for lucha supremacy here in the WWE, I guess. I don't know. Famouser. Alright, let's do some... Nope, see, every time I'm trying to do that, it's not working. He keeps reversing it, so... Perhaps that's just me being on hard, is, you know, kind of my own downfall. European uppercut. The most European uppercut. Boom, headbutt to the shoulder. And then a charge finisher. Let's see if we can steal his. There we go. Stealing it. Boom. And then we should be done here. Hopefully. Maybe. There you go. There you go for a Monday morning. How about that? And your winner, and obviously still your World Heavyweight Champion, Ebenezer Middlesdorf. Not the most likely of champions, but a champion nonetheless. Oh no, I completed the authority order. Oh boy. Now then, what do you want now, Renee Young? I had a match. Oh, because I did that one goal and the authority likes me again. This is such a back and forth. The authority flip-flops more than the Big Show. They better not get in my way.
you think I
Bold.
care about the authority?
Bold.
Because I don't.
I don't give a
As far as I'm
fuck.
concerned, they can all go play their little head games and believe in their fake power trip.
Sure,
If they
yes.
get in my way, though, they will regret it.
Except they actually run things in real life because, you know, real life, it's not a fake power trip, it's an actual power
There you
trip.
have it.
Back to you guys. I think it's funny that talking shit about the authority doesn't actually seem to affect my standing with them in any way. And that should have gotten me into a Jack Swagger feud. There it is, okay. I was getting a little concerned there. He's a face, because that makes sense. He's a real American. And we're fighting your boy, Bork Laser, tomorrow. But yeah, I'm favorable a little bit with the authority. Even though, you know, I have talked shit about them at every single interview in the past, 100 episodes or something like that. So that makes sense. I don't know. I would just prefer more story in this game and not having to make it up in my head each and every day here. So tomorrow, your boy Bork Laser in a one-on-one normal match. This game apparently does not believe in having title matches on Raw, which, it doesn't happen that often in real life. So I guess that's kind of accurate, but still, spice it up a little, video game. Just spice it up just a little bit. So that's what I'm kind of hoping for next year's game, or well, this year's, October's game. And we'll see how that goes. Anyway, I'm Attack Slug. Thanks for watching. It's Monday. More videos every day. But you know how we do here. Yeah, I'll see you next time right here on this channel. And I'm out.